Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. I miss seeing you all in person, but I've been enjoying creating these videos and connecting digitally with you guys. The past couple of weeks, there has been one word that you've been probably hearing a lot: reopening. A lot of us are going insane with everything shut down, and we're wanting to move back to normal. So much so that there have been churches around the country that have reopened, doing business as usual. And the results have been devastating for some. And now, just recently, our president declared live worship services essential services, so churches nationwide are opening. Some in phases, and some right back to how they did before, and others simply choosing to stay digital for a while. There isn't a clear, unified vision as to what we should do, because these are such unique circumstances. The questions tons of Christians around the world are asking is, what does church look like going forward? Which is an important question that we need to discuss. But before we can approach these conversations, I personally think that we need to start with two other questions. What is church? And what has church looked like in the past? Many of us have probably heard before that church isn't the building, but church is the people. If you haven't heard that before, though, I'll repeat it again. Church isn't the building. Church is the people. It actually wasn't until several centuries into Christianity that followers of Jesus met in official buildings that were designed specifically for church. Prior to that, they met in the larger homes of wealthy Christians who were elite members of society. They had interior courtyards with open ceilings. The ground floor had living rooms, dining rooms, and guest rooms. So they were able to accommodate a gathering of up to 20 to 40 people or so. Some people even believe that a large number of Christians might have even met in something called insulae, 4-story apartment-style buildings. Regardless of what kind of homes, though, the point is that for years, this is how followers of Jesus met, in smaller numbers in homes. And those homes weren't often as enclosed as what we're used to today, meaning they didn't have roofs or they had a larger courtyard for meeting. It would be the equivalent to meeting in someone's backyard today. Which this isn't necessarily just an ancient thing. The Christian church in China, which has been persecuted for quite some time, and I mean like legit persecution, has also seen extreme expansion in the midst of this. In 2004, the Chinese Christian Council reported that there were 18 million Christians in China, and now the council reported that there were 49 million Christians in China. Within 15 years, it has nearly tripled, with practically all this occurring within house churches. Some suspect the numbers might even be higher, since some people might be hesitant to say yes on a survey that they're Christian when they live in a persecuted country. The reality that the founding of the Jesus movement happened dominantly within houses, and now the modern church in China, as well as many places I didn't mention due to time restrictions, are thriving. Meanwhile, if we examine many countries that follow a more institutional model, we actually have been seeing a rapid decline. Circling back to right now, right here, right now in our own context.
We'll open in careful phases in partnership with state and county officials. Phase 1, we're going to call the cafe. Just imagine a cafe setup, tables throughout the auditorium, each 6 feet apart. It'll be a 100% no-touch experience. Phase 2, we're going to call the conference. So imagine a conference setting. As distancing rules relax, we'll set up chairs in the auditorium like normal, just further apart. It'll begin to feel more like a normal worship service. Phase 3 is what we can just call normal church. Not new normal, but true normal. This is normal courtyard connecting closely and comfortably. This is normal invite your friends without any reservations whatsoever. We are really looking forward to that day. It might be a while, but that day is coming.
At the time that this video is posted, we are in phase 1 of reopening, the cafe style. Reopening of youth ministry is a while down the line, and I know we're all eager to get back. I am too. I want to see you all so much, which is why I bring all of this up. Remember how I said that the ancient church met in smaller numbers in the equivalent of someone's giant backyard? What if we were to pursue this as an option as we move in phases back to our gatherings? We can still practice social distancing, be out in the open, see one another, and start connecting in person again. If this is something that's interesting to you, let myself and JT know. We would love to imagine and execute this together. And if this doesn't sound interesting, well, I guess now you're just a little more educated on house churches. But for real, hit us up in the comments or contact us directly via email. Or if you have our numbers, you can text us. No matter what it looks like though, please know that we love you so much and we miss you all so much. Talk to you soon.